loving you is wrong. I don't wanna be right. Child, they say living without you means being without you. Welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nika in with last night's episode of If Loving You Is Wrong. Child, these hoes ain't never gonna be right. Episode 13 of the third season. Hanging in the balance. And we pick up with Eddie and Larry. Remember, he had him hemmed up in his car. He telling them just drive. Don't tell him where to drive, tell him just drive. You got old Larry trying to be slick with it, like most lawyers are, telling him, man, we can forget this ever happened right here. We can move forward right now. You can get out of my car and we can just act like this never happened, and you go about your day and I go about mine. But Eddie said, no, 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 no. We finna ride. We finna go on this fantastic voyage, bitch. And you might not know where it's gonna come to, where it's gonna end at, but I do. Drive. So Larry's still trying to be slick at the mouth, and next thing we know, Eddie done hit him. Now the hit didn't hurt him, it just shook him a minute. It shook him, it didn't stir him. Okay? So he still won't drive as Eddie has instructed him to do. So Eddie pulls out his taser and begins to tase his motherfucking ass. He done tased him about 2-3 times, and the man still ain't crunked the car. He started trying to come up with ways to convince Eddie not to do what he's about to do, whatever that may be. So Eddie knocked his ass out with the hill of his gun and push his ass over in the passenger side, and he takes off. I said, child. Now, he done ran off with Larry. Meanwhile, back at the office, we see reporters, we see Travis' family down there, and a secretary, who I'm assuming is Larry's secretary, comes into Ian's office, and she like, have you seen Ian? He set this news conference up with the family, and he ain't nowhere to be found. I'm texting him, I'm calling him, and all of my attempts are going unanswered. So Ian say, well, let me try to get him on the phone and see if we can get him down here, because he don't know what the fuck to do with that. Meanwhile, in the meantime, in between time, Travis' family is talking trash about Kelly. She a bad person. She's a bad mother. The mother says she told her son to leave Travis alone, and the girl told Kelly to leave Travis alone, and she never would. They paint a picture of Kelly being this horrible person, and I'm like, bitch, we remember you a couple of seasons back, Miss Jasmine Guy. You knew your son wasn't shit. You and Kelly didn't get along at first because you ain't like the fact that Kelly was a little bit older than your son. But y'all had a there moment, and you was cool with her. Even though you kind of alluded to the fact maybe she do need to leave your son alone, but it wasn't because she was a bad person. It's because your son on some fuck shit. And anybody that's got to keep a lawyer on retainer got tendencies to be involved in some fuck shit. And I'm telling you what I know. Bitch, up until 2013, I had a lawyer on retainer. And even now, in 2018, and thank you God, knock on some fucking wood, I haven't had to use a damn bail bondsman, but I keep one close by and handy. My next door neighbor's son is a bail bondsman, so I keeps him close. Clyde is close to me, bitch, because I try to be cool, but people be bringing me about myself sometimes. Don't trip. God ain't through with me yet. I work on it every day. I'm just like Paul. I die every single day. But I do have a bail bondsman on retainer, because I can't be down there in no damn jail, child. I'm somebody's mama and grandmama. And I know you might be saying, some of you people watching me right now, well, Lady Nick, if you know you're a mother, a grandmother, and a budding entrepreneur in the damn city, why would you let yourself get into shit? Bitch, I'm from the hood, too. And sometimes that hood mentality seeps up in my ass. and people be touching me the wrong way with how they be trying to come for a bitch or trying to play me on some shit, such as the situation last year, the end of last year with a fucking ham. See how that shit could have went wrong? I get placed in situations like that all the time. I think it's the Lord trying to, build me up to be a better person and not to be so quick to pop off when I feel like I'm being disrespected, because people gonna try you at all time. It ain't what they did, it's how you handle it that to me that sets my character out from others. So, these motherfuckers have lawyers on retainer, so they bad, okay? Now Eddie, he done knocked Larry the hell out, but he got him in this compartment. And I said when I seen the compartment, like the back of a fucking truck or something. I thought it was like a delivery truck or something, because that they had made into like a, I don't know. It had room for him to put this man in bondage. So he got him hanging up, had him. And see, Eddie main thing is he wanna know what y'all do to me. I was under the influence. I was knocked out. When y'all tied me up, when Larry comes, he telling him, "Do you with you? All we did was take your clothes, but we didn't do nothing else to you and tie your ass up." He was like, "Yeah." What did Randall do? He said, "Man, Randall ain't even with it like that." He said, "But you with the shit, so what did you do?" He started saying he ain't do nothing to him. So, Eddie started whooping that ass. And he was trying to holler and shit. But those screams were unheard, honey. Because wherever he got you at, it ain't nobody around. And later on, after he got to whooping his ass, the camera pans out and we see that it is a truck. It looked like one truck turned into like a surveillance truck or something. That's what it looked like to me. So it's a possibility that was a damn delivery truck, like I said, that they turned into a surveillance truck. Because why would they have locks in there for you to be able to handcuff motherfuckers and shit? Usually that's a surveillance truck and they doing a scene. And they got that shit set up in there to lock your ass up in there with them until they get everybody. Then they gonna transport y'all ass down there to the damn police station or whatnot. So next we see that Lucien is on the phone. He done called in. And his thing is, this guy you recommended me for Kelly, he ain't answer no phone. Now, he said every time I call, they say he in court or he unavailable. I need to know what's up. It's bad enough you walking away from the case. Ian is like, "Look, I ain't had no choice. I told you. My firm represents the Kane family, and it's a conflict of interest for me to do it. How about you just keep trying to get in touch with this damn lawyer, and I'll try to call him too." So he gonna allegedly try to call this lawyer so that Kelly can have some type of lawyer down there. Mm, mm, mm. I said, "Baby, too much." Now, Brad tell Alex he going to the office for the day. She offered to bring him lunch. He declines that offer. She asked, will he be coming home? He said, what? She said, for lunch or something. He said he don't know. He had to play it by ear. And she said, well, let me ask you this. Are you coming home, period? He said, yes. She apologizes then again to him and tells him, look, I promise you I didn't go over to Randall's. He said, okay. She said that she hate that he don't believe her, and he claimed like, you know what, I'm just really over all of this. And you can tell in a sense he is over it, but he ain't going about it right. He gullible as fuck. He tell her, if you want to help this situation get better between me and you, this is what I need you to do. I need you to just not talk to this man. If he try to talk to you, walk away. But under no circumstances do I want you talking with Randall anymore. And she agreed to that. Okay? Now, Larry, like I said, he came through. I got that out the way. Larry done got his ass beat up in that damn back of that damn truck. Eddie, I don't know how far Eddie plan on going with this shit, but he mad because he feel like he was violated in some kind of way Well, shit, just to drug him and take his clothes off is a violation of him, the drugging in itself. But y'all done drug me, y'all knocked me out, y'all put me in bondage, and y'all took my clothes off. And somebody, I feel like somebody did something to me, and until I find out, the ass whooping will continue on your ass. I get your boy Randall later, but you bitch, I feel like you the freakiest one. So you the one I'm looking at the most, okay? So he beating the hell out of him, child. That's all it is. And like I said, I don't really care for Eddie that much, you know. But I don't like Larry at all. Larry has absolutely no character to me. When you allow evidence to be suppressed in a case because the person who did wrong to Kelly has come up dead because Kelly got tired of his ass. Y'all willing to let an innocent woman go to jail because you want to keep these millions that the Kane family gives you. So, bitch, you ain't of no good character to me. So I don't really give a fuck about you. But one thing we did know that Larry is a gazoo and a leotard, and he's showing it, child. He really is a gazoo. I thought he was a blouse maybe, but now he a gazoo. Anyway, down to the police station, Esperanza go to see Kelly. Now she done seen this news conference with these people talking crazy about Kelly. She urging her to stay positive and maintain her composure. Kelly is trying, but she worried about justice. Esperanza say they all will pitch in and help with him. Just stay calm. She thank her for being there for her and everything, and she's kind of worried because she still ain't heard back from Lucius, and she ain't heard nothing from her lawyer since the night before when he came to see her. Esperanza says she will go talk to Lucien to figure out what's going on. Then all of a sudden, Kelly started feeling guilty and say Essie was looking at her a certain way. Kelly feel like now because she did that shit in shock, or she did that shit and went in the shop. She feel like, damn, I didn't mean for it to go that far. But girl, don't worry about it. Hell, he gone. Shit. He wasn't giving you no concern. Don't give none for him. Fuck it. Esperanza assured her that she ain't looking at her no kind of way. She trusts her and she believes her story. She know that that boy was over there harassing her. Then Kelly say justice can be a bit much when he upset. So as he getting ready to come home, she asked her, please ask Nelly to be a little bit patient with him because he tend to be a little stubborn and don't listen when he in his feelings. And I don't know if this has, I don't know how serious this is. I don't know what he may know, but he gonna know something wrong because I ain't there. So asked Natalie to take it easy on him. She was like, Natalie know how to handle a situation like that. We got him. What we need you to do is just hold your shit together. Don't be up in here talking. And let me pussy pop on across the street to talk to Lucien to find out what's really good, okay? Now, she on her way to go talk to Lucien across the street at the other police station. Brad coming out of his house from talking with Alex headed to work. Randall come up threatening Brad about lawsuits. And one thing about Randall we found out is he can dish it, but he can't take it. He telling that man, I'm finna own that in a minute, talking about his house. He said, I already owned your wife. She wasn't worth shit. He said, well, Brad said, well, I owned your wife and she was. He couldn't take that shit, baby. See, long as he can pass out shit to you, he's all right. But when you come back on him and Brad done figured out how to hit his ass hard. So he was telling him, for every time he said something about his wife, he reminded him, I'm knocking the dust off your wife pussy as often as I possibly can. Now, what you can do, since we want to make sure your lawsuit go through and you get what you feel like you deserve, go get that letter so I can knock your dumb ass off of it again. Bragg had his ass shook us, bitch. He couldn't do nothing but leave him a hell alone. And I like that. I like seeing him aggravate the shit out of Brad. I mean, Randall, the way Brad tries to aggravate. I said, whatever. Essie winds up going to see Lucien. He asked her did she see Kelly, and she said of course yes, and he's asking how she doing. And he said that he had to go see her soon, but he's telling her, look, the reason why I went down there over there yet is because I'm still trying to get this lawyer that Ian recommended on the phone. Every time I call, it seems like this man is not available, and I need to find out, is he gonna be able to represent Kelly. And in that moment, I thought Esperanza was on her fuck shit, because y'all know she can be on her holier than thou shit when she really shouldn't. She started asking Lucien questions like, first of all, I can't believe Ian would let her, knowing that, all that Kelly has told him about how Travis is treating her and was harassing her. I can't believe he wouldn't stay on the case. But what I really have questions about is the validity of the person to which he has recommended you to. Think about it, Lucien. If this man know that this girl innocent, he ain't gonna find you a lawyer that's gonna prove that that girl is innocent, because he represents the Kane family. How do you know this is a viable lawyer that you would even want to use? And why would they hook you up with somebody that could possibly beat them out? And that shit made sense. Lucien had to even say that that shit made sense. So then, as he getting ready to, before they ended the conversation, he tells her about fraternizing on the job. Now, see, Esperanza can't do her dirt without really it coming out by way of her. She automatically thought that Stevens had told him that her and Stevens was messing around. No, he was really saying that fraternization on the job can sometimes go left. Just look at the fact that Kelly met Travis on the job. She has dealt with Eddie, and she works with Eddie, and she comes to work every day, even though they ain't together no more. She got to deal with him. But once upon a time, when they was messing around, it was all good in the hood. You done got so in your feelings thinking he talking solely about you, you done pretty much put it out there that you and Stevens messing around. When he was only talking about Kelly having met Travis at work. But he told her, he said, Esperanza, you're a grown ass woman. You know how this shit can go. When it's good between y'all, it's great. Y'all walk around the office, y'all see each other, y'all know that that's y'all little secret, so you think. But if the minute this shit go wrong, it could be really bad for you. Look how it'll take you down and through. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to be careful in this situation. But I didn't know nothing really about you and Stevens actually messing around until you just told me. And she realized, damn, he got me. He walked out on her ass. She couldn't do nothing but take that shit. I said, girl, mm, 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 mm. You told on yourself, really. Now, Alex out with her baby in the stroller, right? I don't know where she was going, but Randall see her, and he come harassing her. He's standing in front of the damn stroller trying to see her baby. She getting ignorant with him. Leave me alone. Don't touch my stroller. If you keep fucking with me, I'm going to hit you side your motherfucking head. And she did. She hit him a couple of times, but y'all know, to a sociopath like Randall, that only entices him to be more of an asshole, so he continuously bothering her. Even when she has turned the opposite direction and is walking away from him, he is messing with her. But she better be glad a hood bitch like Natalie has moved in the neighborhood, because Natalie was in the window and she came out the door. Leave her alone. Here come Randall and Natalie face talking about, you better get your ghetto ass out of here. She told him, I ain't worried about you. You don't cause me no, you don't cause me no alarm. What I said is what I mean. Leave this woman alone. So he acted like he was gonna walk up on her to do something to her. Baby, Nelly hit that damn floor and went to scream. She hit the ground and started screaming, he hit me, help, help. Of course, that's going to make Randall retreat, because he a pussy-made nigga in the first place. So he runs off because he don't want no problems. And I said, see, people would say that Alex need to do this. But let's go back, y'all. Cause y'all know I love my recall sometimes. It's quite amazing when I'm doing good. I ain't got no stress really on me. My recall is actually amazing. And let's go back to those who say that maybe Alex should try that. Let's go back to a time where they was down to the courthouse because Randall was trying to get DNA so that he could get custody of that little chocolatey baby that him and Alice created back in the shed when she was cheating on her husband. And it was a time when she was trying to get him out of her face, and he wouldn't leave her alone, and she began to yell. Now, she was in front of the courthouse, and across the street was the police station, and nobody did a damn thing. Her white privilege did not work. Remember, this is Tyler Perry land. So for those who say that maybe Alex should try that, what Natalie did, she did. She tried to say, help. He robbed me. Nobody did a damn thing. But in this moment, they did get rid of him, and that was good for her. She thanked Natalie for that. And then she apologized. Girl, I'm sorry about this situation where I allowed Randall to believe that Lucien was my baby's daddy. Natalie said, I've been forgave you for that, and I ain't worried about it, because if I was, I wouldn't have never came out here. She walk her home and tell her little girl, I don't know what you doing, but you need to be as crazy as he is to make him leave you alone. And I would suggest you get to doing something soon, because he gonna wind up, it ain't gonna get no better for him at all. It ain't gonna get no better for you with him, because he gonna continue to harass you. When you got a motherfucker this crazy, you got to be equally as crazy. And Alex said she thinking about it, and she gone on up in her house, right? Ian and Marcy meeting for dinner down at Pickles, their favorite restaurant. And she walking in, she on the phone with Esperanza, who's supposed to be at work, and they talking about the Kelly situation. So when she sits down with Ian, of course she brings up the Kelly situation. She trying to find out why is it that he's not working Kelly's case anymore when Kelly's innocent. He said he knows she innocent, but it's a conflict of interest. And when he said he knows she innocent, Marcy was like, well, how do you know that she's innocent? Of course he can't tell her that. And he really don't want to have that conversation with her, period, about this situation, but she's pushing it. And I said, girl, you on the right road. You're on the right road. Because you might be able to get him to tell you what Lucien ain't going to be able to get him to tell, what Esperanza eventually ain't going to be able to get him to tell. How ain't nobody going to be able to get him to tell that he got evidence that Travis harassed this woman and pushed her to this point. But he ain't going to say it. Well, they sit down for their dinner, like I said. They try to switch conversation, but she keep bringing it back. But she look across the room and noticed that, is that Esperanza? So she get up, excuse herself from him a minute, and go over to Esperanza. She like, Esperanza, wasn't I just talking to you and you said you was at work? Did I say I was at work? Girl, there's so much been going on. I'm sorry if I led you to believe that, but no. I was at work. I decided to come out and have a drink with my coworker, Stevens. She recognized Stevens after she looked at him, because he don't look the same in his uniform, which I ain't never seen Stevens in no damn uniform. I always see him in the damn little suit shirts, jacket and some slacks. But okay. And it looked like he was looking the same way that night. But anyway, basically Marcy let her know in so many ways, girl, you lied. I know you lied. You out here sneaking and creeping with this man right here. And bitch, you ain't just left no work because you got on these motherfucking clothes. She talking about, well, I changed and I had an outfit in the car. Call me later. Not about this situation, but about Kelly. Call me later. She left her over there talking with this man. Stevens is sitting there because, anything Esperanza do right now is cool with him. He gets to telling her that she like drinks because she wanted drinks after Marcy done found out. Because see, she know that Marcy probably going to tell the other girls and they going to be in her business. And I was like, girl, really be honest with you, you ain't really doing nothing that these people would want to be in your business. What is you tripping for? Eddie already know you fucking. So I don't get it. But anyway, child, whatever. Anyhow, back down to let's go back to the neighborhood, because see, Alex done got her baby down, he getting sleepy, she lay him down, and he gonna lay there and drift on off. And that would be probably how it would go. However, Randall is downstairs blasting music out of his car, aggravating her. So instead of her, I always wonder why she can't call the police. Disturbing the peace. Why do you have to go down there and say something to him? You go down there and you trying to make him cut that music down. That's only going to make him probably cut it up more and aggravate you more, because he's taunting you. You act like you going to spray him with that water and shut the music down, but you only skeet him one time and you put it down. Then you jump in his car and try to cut the music off. He pull your ass up out of there. You arguing with him, and by some way, in all of this here, you end up telling him that Marcy and Brad is not having no baby. She pregnant for you. And he like, are you playing with me? Are you serious? She said, I don't want to have nothing else to do with you. So no, I'm not playing. She's pregnant, but it's not by Brad. It's by you. And as she's saying that, Brad has pulled up. And remember, before he left for work, he asked her to promise to not have any conversations with this man anymore. And now he pulling up hours later, and she got her ass out there talking to to Randall, and he just zooms off, and he mad now. So we don't know how he gonna respond to this shit. We know he gonna run right back to Marcy. But that was it. That was all. And if I left anything out of this review that y'all feel important, please put it down in the panel section and we can talk about it down there. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I'll see you guys back for the next video. Peace.